My grandfather bought this house in 1935. This is a picture of the front of this house. And these pine trees. Those trees, she guessed them to be 8 to 10 years old in that picture. And I turned 84 Saturday. Brother seems to think they're about the tallest trees in town and maybe the oldest. Yeah, I got its baby pictures. I just, I remember those trees forever.
These trees tell a story, right? So these are the trees right now, and then over time we're going to see them change, and those changes we want to document for the sake of the town. We're here because about 4 weeks ago, a very large hailstorm came through and damaged all the trees in Yuma. It was devastating. It was baseball-sized hail for about 45 minutes. I was freaked out. The siren was going off. I thought, are we having a tornado or a hailstorm or all of the above or what? But I had my daughter on one phone and my brother on the other phone. And I'm standing back there looking out the window. And my daughter says, are you by the window? I said, well, yeah, can't you hear it? She said, yes. She said, get the hell away from the window. I said, well, how can I see? Yeah, it's probably the worst storm I've ever seen.
Since the storm hit on May 20th, Yuma has been reconstructing. Siding, roofs, windows. But some things can't be reconstructed.
Unfortunately, a lot of these trees are not recovering completely. They have extensive damage. They're what we call epicormic sprouting, so they don't have good form. They may or may not make it.
These century-old pines were battered by the storm, like most of the other trees around town. The size and intensity of the hail stripped bark from the trees, just like it stripped siding from the houses. And summer canopies full of leaves were shredded bare.
We have approximately 14 personnel from the Fort Collins office. 3 are staff members and the rest are our interns. This was a great opportunity for us to train the interns and introduce them to the concept of inventorying after storm damage, and also help Yuma with their grant application for the IRA grants. Coming up with an inventory to help them determine what they need for resources over the next 10 years to recover from this storm is what this data will provide for them. And then hopefully provide them a baseline for their grant too, so that they can know how many trees to remove, how many trees to prune, how many trees to watch over the next few years.
So you want to keep shooting south and then we'll bump east?
Sounds good.
Okay.
So in order to figure out how damaged a tree is, you mostly want to look at the crown and foliage. So right here is a Rocky Mountain juniper, and as you can see, it has been completely battered. There is very little foliage, and a lot of the branches are stripped of the outer bark layer. So this is an extremely damaged tree.
In one day, CSFS staff and summer interns evaluated more than 700 trees, a job that would have taken weeks or months for Yuma's small parks staff. The data collected helped Yuma prepare for the necessary tree care across town. In October, Yuma was awarded a Colorado Inflation Reduction Act Urban Community Forestry Grant for $170,000 to remove and prune some of their storm-damaged trees and continue recovery.
It's nothing short of miraculous sometimes when people go from not really understanding what they have and then losing it and knowing how precious it was after the fact. That process of understanding and that process of appreciation and then renewal is what Yuma is going through right now.
Across town, it's a waiting game, waiting for the return of old friends. No one knows yet if the storm will be the unexpected end for these two particular pines. Trees recover slowly, and these will be given reprieve, at least until spring, to see if they can continue what was started 3 generations ago in front of this little house on the plains, holding almost 100 years of history in their branches.